Hello YouTube, it's Tony. So today I will be showing you a Vic the Trader guide and review for January 2019. What I'll be covering are the basics, the best way to farm bonus XP, and finally the XP values per credit of every single item. So I do warn you that yes, there are definitely going to be a lot of charts here, and I'm also using level 99 in my calculations. He is only available for pay-to-play, non-Ironman accounts. Vic the Trader generally comes around twice per year, and it's usually every 5 to 6 months or something like that. As of this video, he returned on January 21st, 2019, and then he'll be leaving on February 11th, 2019. Now, I know this upload was a little bit late, but that was because I had to do my 1 to 99 smithing guide, which definitely took a lot of time. There are a lot of different items you can buy from Vic the Trader. Things like skilling outfits, XP lamps, XP stars, or other treasure hunter items as well. The credit system. Unfortunately, there's only one way to earn credits, and that is by trading him bonus XP. Whenever Vic the Trader returns and then leaves, you don't have to worry about your credits because they actually do carry over. Now every skill has a different bonus XP to credit ratio. Here's the entire table for all 27 skills, and it is assumed at level 99 in a skill and the first 200 credits. I'm going to be explaining a little bit later what the first 200 credit rule means. Usually the farmable skills, as you can see right here, will cost more bonus XP per credit. It's also level scaled, in which case it kind of sucks if you're higher level because this will cost you more bonus XP per credit. So Tony, what does the first 200 credit rule mean? Well, you know how when you're exchanging bonus XP, he gives you credits, right? The first 200 credits you get worth of bonus XP for a particular skill will give you the best value. Afterwards, it'll cost you twice as much bonus XP in order to get a single credit from that. For this reason, it's essentially why you don't want to put all of your eggs in one basket. Now, whenever Vic the Trader leaves and then comes back, the 200 credit rule actually resets. Now that I've talked about the very basics of Vic the Trader, let's talk about the best way to farm bonus XP. I'll start with the very first method, and that is called Barbarian Assault Hard Mode. There's an FC for this, and it's called BA Teams. There's also a Discord for this as well, and I will definitely leave the link in the description. I know it's really hard to learn, but trust me, it's well worth it, okay? You get absurdly high bonus XP rates from this. Like seriously, it's just so amazing. In fact, it's actually the best way to farm Vic the Trader even after you've hit the 200 point cap. Then we have the heist minigame. Although I haven't really played this minigame in a really long time, but you can still get around 300k bonus XP per hour in both Hunter and Thieving. We also have Stealing Creation as well. The bonus XP per hour you can get for this is 180k. There are definitely a lot of different skills here, which is why this is a pretty viable choice to farm bonus XP. Finally, we have the Cabbage Face Punch. Now the skills affected for this are Mining, Farming, and Slayer. You can generally get around 750 renown points per hour. I do have a guide for all the mini games except for Heist, and I will most certainly leave the link in the description. I've talked about the basics and even how to farm bonus XP, so let's talk about the Vic the Trader shop. I'll start with the stars and lamps. Here's the full chart showing you the value of all the stars and lamps. Now the prismatic stars seem to have significantly better value than the lamps themselves because a huge star will give you 917.5 bonus XP per credit. That is at level 98 or higher though. Since you can use it in any 27 of the skills, this is a pretty good universal choice. The XP lamps or stars are always going to be a static value no matter what XP modifiers you're going to be using. Which skills to use your stars or lamps, I'm just going to do this on a separate video. Dungeoneering tokens. You will get 100 tokens for every credit you spend. I kind of find this a little bit expensive because token farming is around 80k tokens per hour. You don't even need a high level team to get that much. Even though they did nerf story mode, but yeah, it is still pretty overpowered. We also have the Dungeoneering Wildcards. They will cost you 35 credits each. Now, you'll be getting 1.5 times the Dungeoneer XP and 1.5 times the tokens when you're using this on every single floor. Unfortunately, it does not work on double XP weekend, which kind of sucks a little bit here. How much value this is worth really depends on how much XP you're getting per floor. I'm going to calculate this as if you're getting 150k base XP. This in turn would be worth 75k Dungeoneering XP and 7.5k tokens. With that being said, the value you'll be getting for this is 214 tokens per credit and 2,142 XP per credit. Yeah, that looks like it's well worth it on paper, but you have to keep in mind that these things are actually buyable from the Traveling Merchant. Pulse Cores. They will cost you 35 credits each. You wear a Pulse Core in your pocket slot, and then it will award you 50% more bonus XP. However, if you use up 17.2k XP from this, then the Pulse Core will pop, and then you get a buff. Basically, the buff will give you 2% more XP, and it's actually stackable for 10%. When others pop it within the time duration, you do get the buff as well, and this in turn would stack all the way up to 10%. It will last you 10 minutes each. The base XP per credit you can get out of this is 491.5. By using the 10% XP buff timer, this can be bumped even further. It really depends on how fast your XP per hour is going to be. I mean, if you were to get 894.5k XP per hour, that would be worth more than a huge prismatic star. Usually the most expensive skills in the game are actually trained near the bank chests, so therefore you can pretty much leech the pulse cores from someone else. Regular skilling outfits. They will give you a random piece of a chosen skill. They will cost you 250 credits per outfit piece or add-on. Since every outfit piece will give you 1% more XP, that means they actually have an XP value. Here is a chart for this. Now, from level 1 to 99, this is what you'll be getting. If you were to go for 120 or 200 mil, then yes, it is actually worth it. Now, if you only want to go for 99, then it's probably not going to be worth it. Just because it's worth 8,000 bonus XP per credit, it doesn't mean it's immediately worth it. Some of these outfits are really difficult to get. Things like thieving, summoning, and herb lore, they're actually pretty difficult. Now for summoning, you can only do familiarization once per week. Then for thieving and herb lore, well, the outfit kinda takes pretty long to get, and the minigames are a little bit tedious here. Now for non-combat skillers, this is your only chance to get the woodcutting, construction, and the mining. The next item we have are the elite skilling outfits. As time goes on, they just keep getting more and more expensive. Yeah, everything just seems so overpriced, as you can see right here. Now every single outfit piece is actually obtainable in the game, well aside from the hunter outfit, in which case, hunter is extremely fast nowadays. So for this section, I'm gonna say, just avoid all the elite scaling outfits as a whole. Protein packs. As you can see right here, the larger protein packs will give you 1.25 items per credit. I also showed you a chart for the most XP per protein method. Only the hunter or burning the logs will have better base XP than the huge prismatic star. Now, proteins don't offer you the best XP per hour, but at least they make skills much more AFK. However, protein traps are actually really fast for hunter, surprisingly. Skilling dummy crates. You want to pick the larger dummy crates here because these things are going to give you the most XP value. Unfortunately, the base XP value for this is actually less than a huge prismatic star. The XP per hour is pretty insane, except for agility. So if you really want to AFK and not do the regular methods, then by all means go ahead and buy these dummy crates. Combat dummies. They will come in 3 different sizes. Now the best value for this are the large dummy crates. At level 99, you can get 12.4k XP per dummy. This in turn would get you 425 XP per credit. Now obviously, it doesn't really look that promising because combat is just really fast. If you were to use these dummies in the Abyss, then it does make Abyss a little bit faster. Large Dwarven Toolbox. So Tony, what exactly is a Dwarven Tool? Basically, it has 2 modes. Either double XP but you get no resources, or double resources but no XP. There are 3 different tools: fishing, woodcutting, and mining. For the sake of this video, I'm going to do my calculations as if you're doing double XP mode. Here's how much XP per credit you can get. For woodcutting, this would get you a whopping 2.6k base XP per credit. For mining, it kind of varies a little bit because mining XP is awarded depending on how much damage you do. So all of these Dwarven Tools have a better value than a huge prismatic star if you're using boosts. Unfortunately, it kinda sucks that it does not work on double XP weekend. Trust me, it will make the gathering skills a lot quicker. Slayer masks. There are 23 different Slayer masks in the game. Every one of them is associated with a Slayer creature. Now, by wearing the Slayer mask every single day, you get to force a certain Slayer assignment. To be honest, only the Abyssal Demons, the Erits, and the Dark Beasts are pretty decent Slayer masks. Then again, none of these Slayer masks will give you the best Slayer XP per hour in the game. Yeah, it's kinda a little bit outdated. Jagex just hasn't really added any new Slayer masks in the game. Finally, we have the other cosmetics. With cosmetics, I think it's extremely subjective. If you don't really need any XP anymore, then you probably should buy these outfits here. For rare item tokens, you'll get 2 tokens per credit. Now with this, it's probably not going to be worth it because you can get these uncommonly from Treasure Hunter. So this wraps up my Vic the Trader guide and review for January 2019. If the skill has proteins or dummies, or possibly Dwarven Tools which do not work on double XP weekend, then you should probably just choose those items over a huge star. So yeah, thanks for watching and I hope it helps. If I missed anything, feel free to ask. Also, be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already because I will definitely be doing more item reviews in the future.